yesterday we provided 6 sporting events on this channel basically, and 4 of those, were successful, and we lost just 2 of those. Again, because that was what happened the day before yesterday, right? So, but then again, today's another day to go and get it right. Okay, so the season is about to kick off, and we have a lot of sporting events for you guys today that suggest that leagues are coming back to life again. The first time coming across the channel, what we do here is provide you with well analyzed and carefully selected sporting events from the hundreds of sporting events out there every day, and we carve out one option from the hundreds of options in each of these events, and we share that with you every day. Is what we have, what we use. So we share that with you guys, and information about them also. For those who are in the premium section, to be able to make out winning sleeps from what we provide here every single day. Okay, guys. So without wasting much time, let's get right into it. We also have a section of the show that's called the "So You Think You Can Pawn" section, where you guys will try out your hand, with the correct score of a particular selected sporting event for you guys every single day, to stand a chance to win a 1 month free premium subscription with us, and of course carve that open for everyone on the channel as well, for one day, while you who got it get, a 1 month slot and a shout out also on the show. That's basically how that goes here. Okay, so let's get right into the business that we on here for today. But before we do that, kindly make sure that you're hitting that like button for the culture. Subscribe if first time coming across the channel. Football prediction is something you're into. You're looking at increasing your chances of winning. We're inviting you to hit that subscribe button to become a part of this community, what we like to call savvy sports traders. That we are building on here, and everyone, don't forget to turn your notification bells on. It will be very valuable to you as we go on this journey to beating the odds, guys. So welcome back, guys. My name is Huka, and I will be your humble host on this daily football prediction podcast show, bringing you football predictions as prepared by the team, to help you make better informed decisions and beat the odds in the long run. That's why we do this. Okay. So yesterday in the "So You Think You Can Punt" section, we provided that sporting event for you guys to provide the correct scores about in the comment section, and that was a sporting event between Port Vale and Cardiff. And unfortunately nobody was able to get that one correctly. So another shout out has been waiting, you know, another slot, still pending, being taken basically, here on the show. So today we have another sporting event for you guys, to provide your correct scores, about and stand a chance to win that slot, and of course, carve it out open for, the subscribers basically on the channel for um, one day basically, when you get that correctly, so everyone get to trying. And that sporting event ended 0-0 yesterday. A lot of you tried, it was really close, but nobody was able to get it. So today the sporting event we're looking at is the game between Birmingham City and Ipswich Town. That's a sporting event we want you guys to provide your correct scores about. Let us know what you think about that one in the comment section. We will be looking forward to your responses. Hopefully somebody gets this one right today. So yesterday, we had 6 sporting events, as I said, and 4 of those lost. And one rather, and we lost 2 of those. But we won't be getting to the results for today because we have a lot more sporting events today than usual. So let's pause that for a little bit. And go right into the business for today. But what happened was, from the I talked about 6 sporting events, and we said 3 early sporting events, and the remaining 3 were later in the day. And the reason why we provide these events in the "So You Think You Can Punt" section is just for you to provide correct scores about. These are also interesting sporting events that you can actually back. So imagine going with a Cardiff win or draw and adding the sporting events from yesterday. We talked about 3 of them starting at 1900, and then the 3 were early kickoffs. So imagine if you added that, that would have been able to make you something. So you have to be attentive, and that's why you should watch the videos till the very end on the channel, so you can be able to get something, because there's always something of value, information, a lot of information, useful information are being passed here, whether it's information about the one in the "So You Think and Pawn" section, or the one for the sporting events we have for you every single day. I like to believe we have intelligent subscribers, so you guys should be able to do, the needful with the information that we provide here, because this is exactly what we use, to get ourselves wins every single day. Okay, guys. So Moving on, let's get into the sporting events that we have for you guys today. But then again, here's insight about that sporting event between Birmingham City and Ipswich Town, to help you make that decision today.
The championship season for 2025 to 26 is set to kick off as Birmingham City faces off against Ipswich Town in a highly anticipated match at St Andrews this Friday. Last season, Birmingham dominated League One, securing the title and earning their promotion to the second tier, while Ipswich Town is making their comeback to the championship after being relegated from the Premier League. Following their drop from the championship in the 2023-24 season, Birmingham made a remarkable return under Chris Davis's leadership, amassing 111 points over 46 games to not only win the title but also set a new EFL record for the most points in a single season. Typically, teams promoted from the third tier aim for survival as their main goal, but with the support of Chairman Tom Wagner and minority owner Tom Brady, Birmingham is likely aiming for loftier ambitions. They have invested in new talent by paying transfer fees for Kyogo Furuhashi, Taylor Gardner-Hickman, and Alphonse Samsted, while also bringing in James Bettor, Aaron Cashin, and Tommy Doyle on loan. Additionally, Birmingham has tapped into the free agent market to sign Bright Osei-Samuel, Phil Newman, Kanye Fujimoto, and Demarai Gray, who is returning to his roots after stints with Leicester City, Bayer Leverkusen, Everton, and Al Ettifaq.
The Blues have geared up for the upcoming season with a record of 4 wins and 3 losses across 7 matches, capped off by a narrow 1-0 victory in their last preseason game against Premier League's Nottingham Forest. As they gear up for a challenging opener against Ipswich, Birmingham aims to solidify St Andrews as a stronghold, having concluded last season's promotion-winning run with an unbeaten home record in League One, W19, D4. After achieving back-to-back promotions, Ipswich faced a harsh reality check in their first Premier League season since 2001 to 2002. Kieran McKenna's team ended the season in 19th place, 16 points away from safety, suffering 24 losses in their 38 top-flight matches, W4, D10. Now that they have dropped to the second tier, Ipswich is eager to make a serious attempt to return to the Premier League at the first opportunity. This summer, Ipswich has seen the departure of several key players, including captain Sam Morsy and striker Liam Delap, but they have strengthened their squad with the additions of Ezo Matusiwa, Cedric Keeper, Ashley Young, and David Button. The Tractor Boys should approach Friday's match with a positive mindset, having achieved 4 consecutive victories against BW Linz, Aberdeen, Charlton Athletic, and Ose during their preseason preparations. Ipswich will be aiming for another win in their season opener, but that could prove challenging, as they have not won any of their last 7 away games against Birmingham since their 1-0 triumph in November 2012.
Birmingham cannot rely on the injured Scott Wright, while Fujimoto is still working towards regaining full fitness after any issue. Among the summer signings, Osei-Samuel, Newman, Doyle, and Gray seem to be the top contenders for a spot in the first starting lineup of the season. After scoring 19 goals in League One last season, Jay Stansfield might be favoured over Furuhashi for Birmingham's number 9 position. On the other hand, the visitors are without left-back Connor Townsend, who is expected to be sidelined for an extended period due to an anterior cruciate ligament injury sustained during a recent friendly against Ose. Harry Clark and Wes Burns will also be absent for the opening match of the season, while Liv Davis and Jaden Philogene are working hard to prove their fitness ahead of Friday's game. The Tractor Boys seem to have outpaced Birmingham in the pursuit of Ajax's Chuba Akpom, but it remains uncertain if the transfer will be finalized in time for the forward to participate at St Andrews. Birmingham managed to go the entire last season without losing a league match at St Andrews, and although facing recently relegated Ipswich is a considerable challenge, we believe the hosts, bolstered by their new signings, will secure at least a point in Friday's match.
So, given the report that we have there, what do you think the correct score will be? Now that you have more information about this sporting event, let us know in the comment section. That should guide you to getting that correctly. Okay, guys? So moving on to the events that we have for today, let's start with the one we asked you to provide your correct score about, and that is sporting event between Birmingham City and Ipswich Town. And our prediction here in this sporting event will be for the home team to win or draw in this sporting event today at another 1.40. That one. The next sporting event we have is the game between Fortuna Sittard and Go Ahead Eagles. And we're looking at the home or the away side to win as our peak in a sporting event today, and that's priced at around of 1.30. That one kicks off around 8 um, p.m. West African time. Basically, the one before that kicks off around 8 West African time also. So you guys should note that. Okay. And this is from the Eredivisie in Netherlands, and the other sporting event was from the England Championship. So you see that these leagues are beginning to come on. These are fresh games that are coming up basically. So next sporting event we have is between Casapaya, and Sporting, and we expect that the West side should be able to win today as our peak in this sporting event. This is from the you know um look at that. This is from the you know Portugal La Liga, Portugal Liga, yeah, and that's Sporting CP and Casapaya. So the next sporting event we have is St. Truidensen and Denda, and we're looking at over 1.5 goals to be seen in that sporting event today as our peak there. And this is from the Belgium Juliba Pro League, the sporting event, and over 1.5 goals is our peak in that one. So the next one we have is between you know, um, Henan Giant, yes, okay, and Shenzhen, and this is from Chinese Super League, this sporting event, and we're looking at goals in this one basically. So we're going with an over 1.5 goals to be seen in that sporting event today. Is our peak in that one, and that's 1.20 odd, I believe. But you can go with an over 2 goals if you're looking at getting more value from that one, basically. So next sporting event we have is from the Denmark, right? This is from the Denmark First Division, and it's the game between Hobro and B93 Copenhagen. And we're looking at goals in this one. So over 1.5 goals is our peak here in that sporting event at 1.25 odd. And we're looking at more value. You could go over 2 goals. In that sporting event, they do score a lot of goals. So before you go further, guys, here's a gentle reminder to take 1 second of your time, hit that like button if you've not done that by now, and subscribe if it's the first time I'm coming across the channel and you like the vibe, you find this information here valuable, and it's something you would like to, get involved with. We're inviting you to hit that subscribe button to become part of this community of what we like to call savvy sports traders that we're building on here. Okay, guys. So the next sporting event we have is the game between Klaksvik and Tofta. This is from Faroes Island League, Premier League, Faroes Island Premier League. And our pick here is to go with the home to win in halftime and full time. So halftime, full time win for the home team. So we expect them to win in halftime and then full time. They should be winning at the end of the day in that sporting event, and that's priced at 1.28. That odd basically. So next sporting event is between Copenhagen and our AGF, our host. And our pick here is to go with the home draw no bet for more value here, and that's priced at 1.27. That sporting event, okay, guys. So next sporting event is between Intertoku and Oulu, right? This is from Finland, Vickers Liga, and we've gone with an over 2 goals, as our peak in this sporting event today, and that's 1.23 odd. That one is priced at, right? So the next is from India, Indian Durham Cup, right? If I get that right, Durand Cup, that sporting event, and it's between Lajong, and Northeast United. Okay, so Shillong Lajong FC and Northeast United. So we're going with over 1.5 goals to be seen in this sporting event today. That's our peak for this one. All right, guys. The price for that is at 1.20, right? That for 1.5 goals to be scored there in that one. So next sporting event is between Dynamo Zagreb and Vukova, yeah, yeah, and our peak here. This is from Croatian HNL, that sporting event, and our peak here will be to go with the home win or draw, and under 4.5 in a sporting event at another 1.29. All right, that's what we're going with in that one. So these are the sporting events we have for you guys today, and our picks basically what we think is the safe options that are most probably gonna occur basically in these sporting events, given the hundreds of options in each of these events as provided by the bookmakers. Okay, so I hope that you guys have enjoyed watching this one, and I hope that you'll be able to find some value, from what has been provided here. Today looks to be a very good day, to be very honest with you guys. This were carefully analyzed, all of these sporting events, thoroughly analyzed, and we've come up with the ones that are most likely going to happen. So we want to, make out sleeps from them, or go with the ones that you agree with. Okay, only the picks that you agree with, you can go with that also. So you don't have to create many sleeps if you don't want to. You can also just go with the ones that you think are going to happen. But trust me, these are highly accurate tips. They are most likely going to happen at the end of the day, okay? And they are always here to guide you as you go through the day, to carve out your winning tips and all whatnot, okay, guys? So that'll be all for now on the show. Till we see you again in the next episode. Ensure that you gamble responsibly. It's very important to do that because there are factors that can affect the outcome of these events. You have factors like VAR is one of those. You could have own goals scored in this sporting event. You could have penalty kicks awarded. You could have also red cards, awarded to keep the given to key players basically as the sporting events are going on. Injury and fitness concerns also are part of those factors that can affect the outcome of these events. It could go in our favor, it could go against us, but these things have a way of altering the results and the predictions that we have made. And that being said, as I said earlier, gamble responsibly. Now that you know that these factors can affect that, okay, and these are factors that we cannot emphasize as at the time of putting all of this together and bringing it to you. So you guys want to also be careful and gamble responsibly and go with picks that you agree with only. Okay, ensure that that's the case. Just go with the ones that you agree with. Very important to do that, and don't forget to leave your comment about that sporting event in the comment section. And so you think about section, and let's see how that goes at the end of the day. Okay, guys. So till we see you again next episode. I mean yours truly, H to the double O hookah, and may the odds be in our favor today and always, guys. Peace out.